everybody. How's everyone doing? I hope you're all fine. So, tonight I'll be accessing some love messages that your soul has for you. We'll be taking a look at what your soul wants to remind you at this moment about the things that they really appreciate about you or qualities that you may not be aware that you have. So, this is going to be really a full blown love bombing from your soul. So, before we begin, I'm going to pick some flower mandala cards from this really beautiful deck here. I've used this before in one of my previous readings, but I'd just like to pick three cards from this deck so that you can choose the card that resonates most with you, and we'll be separating into different groups from there. So three cards, please, for the souls who will be watching this video. Three cards, please. Assessing the higher self, the souls of the people watching this video. One more card, please. So this space will be protected by unconditional love, the energy of God's unconditional love. Oh, that's too many. I'm feeling this one. Okay. So we have three cards here for you to pick from. Group number one will be represented by this card. It's the white peony. Group number two will be represented by this card, the calendula. And group number three will be represented by this card, the bottle brush. Okay, so please take some time to meditate upon these three cards here. You can focus on the images so that you won't be too bothered by the text, the words below. But as these are all in Chinese, so I'm guessing probably you won't be able to understand them for some of you. But anyway, please meditate upon them, and the timestamps will be posted in the description box below. So I'll see you at your reading. Hello, group number one. So for those of you who've picked this white peony card, first of all, just accessing the energy of your card, I am feeling a lot of serenity, a lot of peacefulness. So at the core of your soul, I feel that there is a lot of purity, a lot of peacefulness that surrounds you, and the primary energy that you're coming from. So your energy, I feel, there's also a sense of justice is a word that's coming into my head right now. So I feel that for the people who picked this pile, even though you're very peaceful and serene people, you do care a lot about the rights and wrongs of the world, how justice is played out in the world, whether things are fair and equal for everybody in the world. So there's a sense that for you, fairness is very important. And I'm also very much drawn to the blue here in the center. So the blue is making me think about the throat chakra. I feel that some of you at the soul level, you're ready here to speak out about any injustices that you see in society. But then there's a feeling that your voice could be a little constrained too. So there's something that feels a little stuck in the center here. There's a need for you to voice out what you have to say, but the way you want to express them, I feel there's something that you need to develop around your sacral chakra. And yes, it's the sacral chakra, not so much the solar plexus, so that you're speaking things out in a way that is truly unique for you, so that you're saying things out in a way that expresses who you are at the soul level and creativity. So maybe you want to do it in a creative way, in a way that is pleasant for everybody, that is enjoyable for everybody. So even if you're delivering a message that might be a little hard for some people to hear, you want to deliver it in a way that is acceptable and a little more, a little easier to swallow for the people who will be hearing these messages. So this is what I'm getting. Okay, I'm going to just take a quick look at your message at the bottom. So this is about respecting the sacredness within yourself and also being in touch with your inner core, your inner self-worth, and really rising above any difficulty that you face to go back to the energy of your soul, to be at one with your soul. But really, simply from this card, I am sensing that you're a very straightforward spirit. There's a lot of purity that is in your soul, in your person, at least at the most, at the primary level, at the most basic level. Okay, so let me draw some tarot right now to look at what your soul wants to say to you, any messages that your soul may have for you. But really, this will be a love letter. Yes, a love letter from your soul. So for the higher selves of the people, oh, okay. So I guess this is just what your soul wants to say to you. A quick message here. I feel that and they're really trying to say how elegant you are as a person, how you're able to enjoy life, enjoy the little things in life, and to really create something beautiful out of very simple, very natural things. So, see how this woman here, she's appreciating these grapes, these fruits of the natural world. So, I'm seeing that your soul is trying to say that you're somebody who is able to see the small things in life and really appreciate them. You really appreciate the little things that your soul puts into your life. So there's a sense that you're somebody who is able to express your gratitude towards your soul, and your soul is really happy with that. You're really happy that you're appreciating the things that they're bringing into your life. Okay. Oh, King of Cups here. So, all right. So this card kind of just popped out. All right. I'm gonna shuffle a little bit more. Okay. The Fool. Sorry, it's a little messy today. Shuffling. Maybe two more cards, please. Two more cards. So I'm gonna wait until I get the full message before I start reading the energies. One more card here. So with the Fool, again, I see that your soul is saying that you're somebody who is very adventurous. You're not afraid to um, take a little adventure, to take a little risk, and to really see the world with new eyes, with the eyes of a child. So there's a sense that you're able to find joy and fun in every single thing that you do and every single thing that you encounter. And I'm really drawn to the sun here. So you're able to see the silver lining in every situation. You're generally somebody who's very positive and not afraid to start all over again if that's what you really need to. Even though, yes, it's a bit of a bummer if you have to, you know, leave behind a lot of things and really start all over again. But I'm seeing that you're somebody who's able to recover from any setbacks very quickly and to really, you know, you're very forward looking in life. That's what I'm seeing. And with the stars here under the umbrella, I feel that your soul is also trying to say that you're somebody who is connected to the galactic realms. So there's a sense that maybe your soul might have traveled to other places in the galaxy outside of the Earth. So this could be during your astral traveling when you dream at night, or this could be speaking of the incarnations that you've had in outer space and the other worlds in different parts of the galaxy. But I'm also seeing that because of your connection with these galactic realms, these different galactic cultures, there's some magic that you bring with you into this incarnation. You're somebody who's very magical. There's a feeling too that you're pretty good with manifestations. You're very good with focusing your thoughts and your energy to create the reality that you want. So you're not really fooled by the 3D world, the physical world that we see on Earth. You're not fooled by the appearances of things. You're able to focus on the energy of things and focus your energy so that you're able to manifest and bring about the things that you want. And with the rose here on the vest of this man, I feel that you're also somebody who can be a very passionate lover. You're very passionate about the things that you love. You're very loving too with the people that you care about. So overall, I'm getting very happy, sunny energy from this card. Moon here. So again, I see this as you contemplating, looking upon the night sky, really recalling perhaps from, at the level of your soul, recalling the lifetimes that you've had in other places or connecting with your friends from other galactic realms. There's also a sense that you're very dreamy. You like to daydream, and there's something about your imagination. So the things that you imagine are very much inspired by your visitations to other places in the galaxy. And so these daydreams or imagination that you have, they may not be as far-fetched as you think they are. They're really part of your legacy, part of who you are. And some of these things might be inspired too by your soul. So for some reason, I'm drawn to these patterns here. Okay, so these are fish. Oh, sorry, here. Let's see. I feel that with the fish here, your soul is saying, are these fish? Yeah, I think these are fish. Okay, so I'm feeling that like the fish, you're also very you're somebody very flowy. So you do flow with your emotions, with the energies. You're affected by the energies of the world that you're in, of the people around you. And you do tend to want to be a very harmonious component in the entire collective. So you want to flow with people in a way that is harmonious. You don't want to cause disruption to other people, but maybe sometimes it's important too for you to voice out what you truly think and to find the inner strength within to voice out any messages that you might have for people. So going back to this throat chakra here, so it might be important for you to voice out your inner truths and to say what you think but maybe you want to phrase it in a way that is acceptable to the people receiving the message. But there's a connection definitely between you and the galaxies and the galactic realms. And also, you might be very affected too by the cycle of the moon. So, as much as you're somebody who has a very sunny disposition, somebody who's very elegant, who's very in touch with the more earthly things in life, You're also somebody who is very emotional. You flow with your emotions, and your emotions do drive you in life. They drive you towards the places that you want to go to. You're affected by your emotions. And this is, in a way, a beautiful thing, I feel, that your soul is saying, because for you to be able to have a connection with your emotions, to feel your emotions deeply, it's in a way expressing who you are at the soul level. So, if you could find a way to express all these emotions in a beautiful, creative way, and this is what I feel at the level of your soul is what you're capable of doing and what you want to do. You want to you want to express emotions in a way that is beautiful, that is elegant, and that is very ethereal, I feel. Okay, so let's take a look at this one here, Ace of Swords. You're also somebody who is very intelligent. You're able to allow yourself to break past any mental constraints that the masses may have. So you're able to see beyond what the collective is able to see. You're able to break out of the paradigm that you're in and to see the possibilities that are out there. So you're able to really not be so affected by the current rules and structures of society, by the social conditioning that might have been put upon you when you were a child, when you were young, or by the peers around you. So you're really able to see outside of the box and to be very creative, to see creative possibilities, and to see a new future for mankind. So there's a sense that you do get your inspirations from from your traveling to these different places in the astral realms too. I'm feeling astral realms and different parts of the galaxy. So you do get inspiration from the stars. And sometimes too, when you space out and look off into a distant, perhaps into the night sky, there's a feeling that whenever you find yourself spacing out, you're actually really connecting with your friends in the other realms. So you're downloading a lot of information during those times. Okay, let's take a look at this card here. Oh, beautiful, the Empress. So this is really what your soul is trying to express um, in the world, your divine feminine, and she's very, very beautiful. So if you're not aware of this, and if you haven't really thought of yourself as being traditionally beautiful, your soul is saying that you're very beautiful, you're very feminine, and that you're a very fertile person. So whatever qualities that is associated with the divine feminine, you do embody that. So even if you're a man, this is just saying that you're able to access the highest potential of your divine feminine and to really embody her in your emotions, in your inner being, and allow this divine feminine to inspire you to inspire you into the man that you are, to inspire you to become the fuller version of the man that you are. So if you're a woman, they're really just saying that you're very beautiful and that you're a goddess. You're worthy of a lot of things that you do not. So it could be that you're aware of these beautiful qualities that you have, but if you're not, your soul is saying that you're worthy of everything that a goddess deserves. Yep, that's what I think your soul is saying. So the overall energy I'm getting from the spread, it's really a very beautiful, loving woman who is very intelligent, very connected with her inner knowing, very connected with the astral realms and the energetic realms coming from the galaxies, from outer space. Somebody who's not afraid to go on an adventure, who's not afraid to start new things, to try new things. And at the core, it's really important for you to know how beautiful, how powerful you are, because this is really who you are. This is really who you are as a person, as a soul, and there's a need to acknowledge this beauty within you, these strengths that you have. So no matter what other people are trying to say to you, how other people want to project themselves onto you, you have to hold yourself, your individuality, stand strong in your individuality, and not let them project their stuff onto you. Do not let them define who you are. So find the empress within you and see all these beautiful qualities that you have. Okay, last of all, I am going to draw some cards from this Journey of Love Oracle deck by Eleanor Fairchild. Pinning this one. Okay. Heart of the moment, simplicity, acceptance, woman of light, and the light field. So with this card here, I feel that aside from being somebody who can be very present and grounded in life, you're also somebody who has a big heart that you share with the people around you, and that the people around you, they're very much touched by the love that you share with them, whether you know it or not. And there's a sense that you're here on a mission to really bring love to the people around you, to allow your heart to shine beautifully, to touch the people that you come into contact with. And there might be darkness that, surrounds your life. These are just darkness that, you're here to illuminate, to dissipate, to heal. And your soul is wanting to remind you how much of a big heart you have, how beautiful your heart is, and how it is untainted by all the darkness that might surround it, and that you're very much in touch with, see these little white sparks here around the heart. So I feel that these are like little fairy energies or angelic energies that surround your heart. Your heart is really in tune with these energies, these beautiful high vibrational energies, and your soul is wanting to remind you of that. So with the simplicity card here, I feel that it's really corresponding to the Fool. So you're really somebody who is able to appreciate the simple things in life. You try not to see things, you try not to let your mind go into very complicated, convoluted thoughts about different situations that you see. You tend to want to just move on from more complicated situations and see the beauty, the light that there is, to see the possibilities that there are in life. So I'm really drawn to this um, bird here. So it's as if you're somebody who's always watching out into the horizon for a new beautiful future, for something that is brighter, you know, looking forward in life. You're not somebody who looks back and ruminate too much about complicated things that happened in the past. So your soul is trying to remind you of how this is actually a very strong trait that you have, a trait that not everybody possess, and your ability to move forward in life, to see through the difficult situations that you might have been in, is actually something that makes you a very strong person, makes you a person who is able to overcome a lot of hardships and still come up on top. So you're somebody who's still who are you're somebody who's able to go through a lot of hardships and still move forward anyway, and still see the rainbow in the horizon anyway. With the acceptance card here, I feel that you're also able to see the darker side of life and not be too so as much as you're somebody who's able to move forward, you have a big heart. It's not as if you're not aware of the darker side of life. You do see them, but you do not let them affect you. So you're very much grounded in a way, and I'm not in denial about the darkness that there could be in the world. And you accept every single thing that there is around you. So you do accept them at a higher level, whether you are conscious about them or not. You do accept them and you move forward away from these things that may not be very pleasant or may not be really resonating with who you are as a soul. With the Woman of Light here, again, I'm reminded of you really breaking through any boundaries that society has, any constraints or conditioning that society has, and you're able to bring in more light. You're a pillar of light, somebody who draws in energy from the galaxy and bring inspiration to mankind through your presence, through the energy that you emanate into the world. And again, it's really trying to draw your attention to the fact that you are a very special, beautiful woman. If this is the gender that you are identifying with, you're somebody who, at the divine feminine level, is very strong and very beautiful. So, if you're a man, you have a very beautiful divine feminine within you that you're connecting with. And this is something that your soul wants you to acknowledge, because it is also not very often that people choose to connect with their divine feminine. So sometimes we do get drawn by um, other karmic energies or energies that are not of a divine inspiration. But for you, you are very connected with this divine version of yourself in the feminine form. And this divine feminine version of yourself is very powerful. She's able to bring down a lot of light to as a gift for humanity. Again, this here looks like a rose to me. So there's also a sense of purity that I'm sensing from this card, purity within your soul. With the light field, I feel that wherever you go, you bring a lot of light to the lands and the environment surrounding you. And you're also able to really leap into the higher dimensions of whichever space that you find yourself in and bring this dimension down to the people around you. So it's as if you're a conduit for these higher dimensions to come through you into the space around you. So again, there's a sense of you bringing something new, something of a higher vibration to all these things and people and places that you interact with, that you come across, that you put your energy into. So your presence on the earth is very, very important, I feel. You're bringing a lot of energy down to the earth. You're bringing a lot of energy down to really the collective, to help elevate everybody and to help mankind overcome any darkness that they may have in their hearts, any darkness that they're unable to accept even within themselves. You're able to accept them, to bring love to them, and to bring everybody up. So you're very much an uplifter in this sense, somebody who really uplifts the entire collective, whether you do it consciously or not. But as a human, your soul is very happy about the fact that you're able to appreciate the small things in life and really move forward, however things might be difficult. And you're somebody who allow yourself to be inspired by new things, new thoughts. You're not somebody who's stuck in a certain way of doing things. And this is something that your soul really, really appreciates in you. Okay. So, group one, I think this is all I have for you. So I'm just gonna bring these up here for you to connect a little bit with these cards. I hope you found this video enjoyable, and if you liked it, please consider liking and subscribing. So, and I hope to see you in my other videos. Bye! Hello, group 2. If you've picked this calendula card, this is your reading. So, just connecting with this card, I feel that you're somebody who is very sunny. So, there's a sunny disposition that you have, and you're also very much in touch with your heart chakra. So I'm drawn to the green here and all the orange. I'm feeling a very sunny person who is very willing and generous with sharing the love that you have for other people, with really sharing from your energy coming from the heart chakra. And you're somebody who's willing to expand your love, expand your happiness, and really extend it to the people around you. So you want to reach out to the people around you and influence and touch them with the sunny energy that you have. And this is what your soul is trying to remind you of, to say that, you know, how beautiful your intentions are, how much of an uplifter you are, and how much you are somebody who does bring sunshine to the people around you. You're somebody whose energy and presence is very much influential, and it does affect the moods of the people around you. So whichever, whatever kind of you know, however you may appear to other people, however you may interact with them, there's a sense that you do touch them with your energy. And there's a sense that your intention always is to share your love and the happiness that you have, and to influence them with the happiness that you have inherently within you. And that's a very beautiful intention that you have. Your soul is trying to remind you of that. So, actually, let me also take a look at these messages here. So, what it says here is the different aspects of life. So, it's talking about the ability to be very flexible in your life, to face different kinds of circumstances and be very flexible so that you can change these circumstances. Okay, let me draw some tarot cards now for any specific love messages that your soul may have for you. Peeling all these here. Okay. So I know how sometimes I accidentally put cards outside of the frame. I'm gonna try to put them all within the frame this time round. Let's see here. Okay, we have one card too many. I'm just gonna put it up here. Alright, starting with this card here, Ace of Swords. So with this card, I am seeing that your soul is trying to say how happy they are that you're able to receive inspirations that they give to you on the mental on the mental sphere. So your mental abilities could be very developed, or you could be somebody who's very open-minded. You're really able to relax your mind and allow new ideas to come to you, new ideas that come from the heavens. And there's also a sense that you're pretty relentless too in pursuing what the highest possible solution for any situation that you may come across. So you're not somebody who's going to be very satisfied with a mediocre solution to issues, or a solution that doesn't involve bringing about the highest good for everybody. There's a sense that you really want to reach up to the heavens, to reach for the highest thing that you can grasp, and to understand it completely, to bring this knowledge back to mankind. There's a sense too that you're very motivated in your pursuit of new knowledge, and your soul is actively interacting with you too in the mental sphere, so that they can bring you the new knowledge that you're meant to bring down onto earth to illuminate the collective and to inspire different people, to help different people. And that's a very beautiful thing, a very beautiful job that you're doing on earth. And your soul is trying to remind you how great your mission is. So, with the Six of Cups here, I'm seeing somebody who doesn't forget the people or the friends that you've had in the past. There's a sense that you always keep a special place for them within your heart. You're not somebody who will forget about your friends or your family or the people you've met in the past. So every single person, you hold them precious to your heart. You hold them dear to your heart. And this is actually very beautiful, very kind of you. And it speaks about how big of a heart you have, how big your capacity within your heart there is to love, to hold different, to have different faults for different people. So anybody who comes across you in their life, who interacts with you, there's a sense that you share your love with them. And the way you share your love is just so natural. It's just so inherent in the kind of person that you are. And you never forget these people, however small or insignificant they may seem. They're never insignificant in your eyes. You always treat them with respect, and you always hold them in your heart. You think about them. So this could be just, somebody that you come across on the streets, or a salesperson who's just talked to you. You would remember little things from these interactions, and you would sometimes think about these people too, even if they may not have played a very important or big role in your life. So there's also a feeling I'm getting that other souls know that they are safe in your heart, that their memories, their presence is safe. You're able to keep them really safe and secure within your heart. They're never forgotten. There's always somebody there who remembers them. the Hierophant. What I'm feeling from this card is that you're somebody who always wants to do the right thing. You want to reach, again, with is as if it's the same energy that I'm feeling from this card here, where you want to reach to the heavens to understand what is the best way to be a kind person, to be a good person, to do the right thing by different people, to be aligned with your divine purpose, with aligned with your soul. And your soul is really acknowledging this part of you, saying that they really appreciate your will, your perseverance in trying to reach up to them all the time. And sometimes it may seem as if, you could be also a little critical of your human self for any human failings that you may have, because you perceive them as not being aligned with your soul, or not really doing what your soul, what you would have done if you were fully connected with your soul. But your soul is saying that it's all right. You can just keep trying, keep reaching out to them, keep trying to bring out the highest version of yourself onto the earth. And just your intention is actually very much enough. They are able to see this part of you, and they're also helping they're also working on inspiring you in a way that makes it more receptive for you, makes it easier for you to receive their messages. Four of Pentacles. Again, I feel like you're somebody who really safeguards the people who you hold dear to your heart, somebody who cares a lot about these people. And there's a sense that you nurture them too, you invest in them, you put in your time and resources into these people, into these people that you have within your heart. And this is, again, a very beautiful thing. Also, I feel like you could be somebody who's very resourceful. There's a sense that you're able to make use of every single little thing that you have in your life and make the best out of these things. So you're not somebody who would splurge or who's very wasteful. You're somebody who is able to appreciate everything that you have and to save them, invest them in a way that is very wise, that yields more income in the long run, that brings you returns. And you're also somebody who's able to see the value in different things, to really value them. So you don't take things from you don't take things for granted. This is what I'm seeing. With the Two of Cups here, I feel that there's a sense of you always trying to connect with the people that you meet. You're really somebody who's interested in connecting with different people, in interacting with them, in trying to understand them and to establish a beautiful emotional bond that there is between the two of you. So when you meet different people, you don't interact with only the people that you think will bring you, certain privileges or convenience in life. You really make an effort to connect with people on the emotional level, and you do enjoy connecting with different people. So I'm very much drawn to the lion here. I feel that you may have some Leo traits in you. Again, a very sunny person who wants to reach out and um, talk to different people, interact with different people, get to know them, to bring fun and joy into their lives. And so when people talk to you, so let's say if you're meeting a friend for coffee, when people are interacting with you on a one-to-one basis, they can be safe knowing that you will always have their full attention. No, sorry, they will always have your full attention. They will always have your full attention, and you will always be there to listen to them. So whatever problems that they may have, they're willing to empathize, to sympathize with them, and to try to see things from their perspective. There's an outflow of a lot of emotional energy that you're able to deliver to the person that you're interacting with. And other souls can definitely feel this from you. So with the Temperance card here, again, there's that flow of water. I'm also seeing that you're a very balanced person. So even if you do like interacting with different people, um, even if people are important to you, you do value the friendship and the bond that you have with different people. You're not somebody who's going to be taken advantage of. See, I'm drawn to this eye here that is at the top of the card. So you do, you're very psychic when it comes to other people's intentions, and you're able to also protect yourself from people who may not have the best intentions or who are not able to reciprocate in their relationship with you. So it doesn't matter so much for you if they're able to reciprocate on the physical material level, but you do look for that reciprocity in their emotional in the emotional sense, in their emotional connection with you. So you do want to find people who are able to connect with you on an emotional level as deeply as you're able to connect with them. Again, yes, with the Queen of Swords, definitely this is speaking of the same thing here, where you're able to set your boundaries when it comes to other people. You're really able to lay firm boundaries. You're able to protect your heart from people who may not have the best intentions. And even if you do fall prey to certain people who lie to you or who try to manipulate you, who betray you, you're able to really set a boundary in terms of how much you will be emotionally affected. You're able to protect your heart and to protect your space. So this is very important because in order to maintain this sunny outlook that you have, this positive energy that is so inherent in your soul, you really do need to protect your heart and to not let anything dampen this beautiful energy that you have, this energy that is able to affect other people around you so positively. I'm drawn to the bird here, so I feel that some of you could also be mediums in the sense that you speak for other people. You're able to see what other people really truly want to say or what it is in their hearts, and you're really able to eloquently um, deliver the message for them, or to say to actually say what is it that is in their hearts that they're not even able to put into words themselves. So again, with the blue cloak that is over this woman's shoulders, I do feel that your throat chakra is very important to you. It's a way for you to protect yourself and also to connect with the people around you. So some of you could also be mediums in the sense, in the psychic sense, where you're able to sense certain kinds of energies and express these energies. So let's take a look at some of the Journey of Love Oracle cards. So extra messages from your soul that is coming to you. Oops, okay, this one here. Maybe one more. All right, this one. Contemplation. Legacy of light. That's beautiful. So the Legacy of Light card is reminding me a lot of the orange in this card here, the calendula. So aside from this sunny disposition that you have, you're really a light worker, a bearer of light, somebody who brings a lot of light to the people around you, to the environment that you interact with. So I did speak about people in group one being able to emanate light from their energy, but the light that you emanate is a different kind. It's the kind that is more fiery, very warm, very, it's very much connected with the sacral chakra and the solar plexus chakra. So the lights that you have really gives power to the people around you. It helps to empower the people around you to help them find within themselves what they can be proud of, what they can be more assertive about. Um, there's a sense that you uplift them and bring them an awareness of who they truly are, what their true powers are, because you yourself are a very, very powerful person, a very powerful soul. And this is something that you're very generous with, you're willing to share with the world. With this contemplation card, I am seeing you as somebody who is not rash in your decisions. You're not rash in your actions. You do look back at the things that you do, or you look back at the end of the day at things that you have done, at the things that you've said, and you always want to move towards the light to be a better version of yourself. There's a sense that you are very careful with your words and everything you do so that you don't hurt other people around you, or you don't create unnecessary misunderstandings or unknowingly um, bring negativity to the people around you. So, this may not be something that you've always done throughout your life, but it feels like from this card, your soul is saying that they're acknowledging how you're coming to more awareness about the impact that you have on the world and the people that you interact with. And you're taking time to contemplate, you're taking time to reflect and to look at yourself. And your soul is very happy with that. Your soul is finding this a very, very very nice change, a very nice improvement. And there's also a sense of beauty that I'm seeing from this card, the beauty in the way you contemplate about your life. This beauty is associated with a certain maturity that you have. So it brings a lot of depth in your person, in your soul, makes you somebody who is more able to empathize with other people. And again, with this blue here, the blue gown that this woman is wearing, it's reminding me of the sea, of the ocean. So it's a little bit like the emotional depth that you have. It's going to be deeper and deeper. You're going to be able to hold more and more love and understanding for the people around you, for mankind, for every connection and bond that you have. And these bonds will never break. See, with these this red here, these bonds will never break. So whoever that you touch in this lifetime, however brief or momentary these interactions might have been, these people will always remember you and the light that you've brought to them. You will never be forgotten, as you've never forgotten them in your hearts. Okay, so group two, this is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in my other videos. Bye! Hello, Group 3. If you've chosen this card here, this is your message. So, connecting with this card, I feel that you're somebody who is very mellow. You feel like somebody who is a very solid, grounded person that other people can rely on. And there's a sense that your groundedness really comes from your heart, from the desire to be a pillar of support, to be a strong pillar, also for your soul to come into the physical. I'm feeling. So you are very connected with your heart chakra. Your heart chakra feels like a very strong grounding force that brings your soul into the physical form, which is you. So I'm getting a very gentle giant vibe here from you. So it doesn't matter if you're, in terms of your height, you're a tiny person, you're somebody who's on the shorter side, or if you're taller and bigger. There's still that sense of a very strong, solid presence that you have. That is very reassuring to the people around you. But most of all, I'm feeling that your soul is really acknowledging how grounded you are as a person and how, as a physical vessel, they are really able to connect through to you through your heart chakra. That you're somebody who is very simple, gentle, and kind. So, by simple, I do mean that you're somebody who doesn't involve in yourself in very complicated um, or convoluted things. So you like to keep your heart clear and simple. That's actually very difficult to do, especially when the world goes a little crazy sometimes. The world goes, there's so much upheavals and different things that go on in the world. But you're still somebody who is able to see um, the more simple, or you're able to understand the simple philosophy of love and of staying in this vibration, staying in your heart chakra, no matter what goes on around you or what other people choose to do. You're somebody who choose to stay with your heart chakra. That's a very strong thing for you to be able to do. That is your strength. So I'm going to pull some tarot cards here to take a look at what messages your soul may have for you, what their love letter is for you. Okay. Actually feeling these cards as well. Okay. So wow. With the first card here, Eight of Wands. I feel again like you're somebody who is unrattled when things get messy, when things get very fast, when things move very rapidly in your world. You're somebody who's able to stay centered and not be caught up by all these different swirls of energy, all these different rushes of energy. I'm also very drawn to the leaves here on these wands. So again, there's a sense of you being a very grounded person, somebody who is not easily swayed as an energetic form, as an energetic being. You're a very solid person. And because of how solid you are, you're really able to place yourself in all kinds of exciting and fast moving situations and have a lot of experiences in life, have a lot of excitements in life that bring you new knowledge, new understanding about the world, new experiences. So, being grounded for you is actually an advantage that helps you remain centered in yourself no matter what happens in the world. And I feel like more than the typical person, more than other people around you, you're able to really have more experiences in life just because of how connected you are with your soul no matter what. So that's something that is very strong and something that your soul wants you to appreciate and see in yourself. I'm also getting that you're somebody who is able to connect and interact with all kinds of different people. You're very you're somebody who doesn't close yourself off to a certain group of people. You do have the curiosity, the drive to meet different people, people from all walks of life, and to be able to interact with them authentically. So that's again a very important strength that you have. With the Page of Pentacles here, I am seeing somebody contemplating. You're very good with your resources. You're really able to see the resources that you have at hand and really turn everything that you touch into gold. So you're able to see the opportunities that you have. So, whatever that is given to you, whatever that crosses your path, you're able to see the value that there is in these things. You're able to really see how to grow something big and amazing from these resources that you have. So you're definitely somebody who wouldn't let anything pass you by. You wouldn't take things for granted. You're really able to see the value in every small thing. And you might be somebody who's also very business savvy too, or at least you're able to know where to invest your money in. Or if it's not money, we're talking about where to invest your resources and your energy in so that you can grow these big, amazing things from them. So definitely, I'm seeing a very earthy person, very connected with the earth and abundance. Death. I feel that you're very in touch with the natural cycles of life, and that by staying grounded in yourself, you're able to overcome many challenges or different lessons that you've faced, and so transition out of them very positively. I'm drawn to the lotus here. The lotus is usually considered a symbol of purity. The lotus is a flower that grows out of the mud, out of the soil, and is able to emerge very beautiful and untainted. So, this is very symbolic of who you are. I'm also drawn to the figure here who is crying, this woman here. So, there's a sense that it's not as if you're somebody who's not in touch with your emotions. You do cry, you do weep over, things that um, cause you sadness or things that had to move away from you, things that didn't work out, or some of the losses that you may have faced in life. But there's definitely a sense that you are not afraid to face death or these transitions, and you're able to face them bravely with a strong face, very grounded and centered in yourself, and be able to learn the lessons from these situations in life, closing chapters in life that are coming to an end, and moving on to the new chapters as a new person. I'm very drawn to the Grim Reaper here in this card, or this symbol representing death. So I feel that you might also be somebody who is very scorpionic in nature, at least to the people around you. You do bring changes to their lives, whether you know it or not. These changes could be perceived as being good or not good. These are changes that they have invited in for themselves. So you're that bringer of these changes. Um, you could be somebody who heals people by your energy. But I'm also sensing that with your energy, there's a sense that you provoke them into changing. There's more of a plutonic, scorpionic sense that I'm getting from this card. So there's a sense that you really stimulate them. You might strike a nerve in them and make them feel like there's something they need to change, or your presence. There's something about your presence that might sting them into really making certain changes in their life or to change their perspectives. So, sarcasm is a word that is coming into my head at the moment. So, there might be some things that you say that could be sarcastic, that could really make people rethink certain things about themselves and to change themselves. So, it's not like this is a good or bad quality, but you're so saying this is inherently who you are. And, it could be like that angel in disguise. You're really somebody who is able to bring changes to people as well. What do they call angels that are disguised? I think there's another term for it, a dark angel, or but you guys know what I mean. Basically, the angel who doesn't appear in the typical fashion, the angel who is disguised as like the devil, and really saying things that strike a nerve in other people, but really doing it for their own good. So this is the vibe that I'm getting from this card. Okay, Two of Wands. I feel that you're also somebody who's able to see the bigger picture in life. You're able to see the bigger picture in everything, and there's a sense that you are able to perceive things from a higher perspective that other people might not be able to see. So, along the same lines of you being able to move through the cycles of life with a lot of grace, despite certain emotional difficulties. The very reason why you're also able, you're able to do this is because you're somebody who can see from a higher elevated point. You know what life is about. You can see how different things interact with each other and how certain situations come about for other situations to occur. Um, you do keep your vision elevated so that it matches with the vision that your soul has. And this makes you a visionary compared to the people around you. There's also a feeling I'm getting that you might be able to see potential in other people where they may not be able to notice them themselves. So for other people, you really do, you can also be a kind of mentor, or you're able to point out different solutions for these people that help them move ahead in life. That makes you, a very wise soul, a very wise person too, that your soul really wants you to acknowledge in yourself. It's of Pentacles. I feel that you bring a lot of resources to other people, whether you know it a lot or not. There's a sense that by being yourself, by being there with other people, you either bring them these resources energetically, or you bring them these resources physically or through inspiring them. There's a sense that you do this energy that you give to other people is able to help them, make a jump start in life into the new life that they're hoping for themselves, or into whatever vision that they have. So you really do. You're somebody who is willing to offer a helping hand to other people, whether as a person, as a human being, or as a soul. You're very generous, and you're really happy to see other people succeed, and you're happy to give them a helping hand if that's what they need to move on ahead in life. You're also, again, somebody who's very wise with your investment, somebody who is able to appreciate the things given to you. So, with this card, I'm definitely seeing that as much as you're able to receive, you're also able to give very important inputs to other people that can make a big difference in their lives or in whatever that they're doing. With the Nine of Pentacles card here, I feel that you're somebody who is very independent and you do want to be responsible for yourself, for your life. You're somebody who is willing to be financially or, physically, energetically. You want to be independent. You're not somebody who's going to rely on other people for help. You're somebody who always strives to be one step ahead, to be able to provide for yourself everything that you need. So for you, nothing is too big, nothing is impossible to achieve. You're going to get every single thing that you want in life, in terms of the material world or whatever luxuries that you may fancy. Um, you feel that these things are not out of reach for you, and you're able to focus your vision on these things that you want and achieve them. And this makes you someone who's very worldly, but in a way that is very divinely inspired, very connected with your soul and what your soul hopes for you to achieve in life. There's also a feeling that I'm getting that this trait of yours is very inspiring to the people around you, that they see your independence, they see what you're able to achieve for yourself, and seeing you making things possible gives them also the impetus, the feeling that they can do this for themselves as well. So, in a way, you're a role model for the people around you. Okay, so before I go into the legacy of light, definitely, as I was assessing the energy from your tarot spread, I do feel that you're somebody who is very ancient, very wise, somebody who's had a lot of experience as a soul. And these experiences that you have, you share them with other people. See how she is, it feels like she's sharing all these knowledge and wisdom that she has of the earthly realm with other people. And these could be souls that you mentor. These could be souls that you help, souls who are newly arriving on earth, or souls who are not, at the same level of mastery as you are. You're really able to help guide them forward in their earth experience so that you're able to impart whatever that you've learned onto them and help them connect with the physicality of life on earth, creating abundance on earth. I'm also drawn to all these greens here that is reminding me of trees of abundance. And with the rings of time too, there's a feeling of you being a very solid person. So the rings reminding me of the rings in the tree trunk. And also going back to this Mandela card that you have here, somebody who's really been through many different incarnations on earth and has accumulated a lot of knowledge, so much knowledge that you have within your soul, which makes you someone who's able to ground yourself so much easier into your physical vessel and not be led astray by the different things that you encounter, that you interact with. And for some reason, too, I feel like I find it so much easier to speak in this group as I'm reading your energy. So, definitely, you're somebody who holds a lot of knowledge within you. a lot of wisdom. And I feel like the very fact that your soul wants to bring this out to you is to remind you how much of a teacher you are, how much of a mentor you are, and how much knowledge you can impart to the people around you. So even if you're a little younger, I'm feeling, and even if you're younger than, some of the people that you interact with, there's a sense that um, your wisdom is beyond your ears, and you're really able to point out certain things to these, people who might be older in age. You're able to point out things that they may not be able to even realize themselves. And this is really because you've had so much experience on earth, and there's so much that you're willing and able to share with all these different souls, these different people around you. I feel like a lot of people are actually very grateful for you and your presence in their lives. And you're able to really help a lot of people move forward and get out of any stuck situations that they may find themselves in. So, your soul is really speaking of the service that you have towards the people around you and to the world. With the legacy of light, I feel that in this lifetime, you are elevating in your vibration to a higher level so that you're meeting with energies or souls that come from a different vibration from yours. A vibration that could be a little more otherworldly, a little more galactic in nature. These souls may not have as much experience, but their vibration might be higher. And from these souls, you're reaching out, so that you can actually download these energies and vibrations into yourself. You want to elevate yourself so that by elevating yourself, you're also bringing a new blueprint for humanity. As you're somebody who's had so much experience on earth, um, your willingness to elevate yourself and your vibration is actually going to trickle down into your other experiences and the other knowledge that you have so that all these things could be elevated as a whole. And I think this is actually going to bring humanity into a higher vibration, to bring the entire earth, the entire planet to a higher level of light. And you're definitely going to create a legacy in this world. Okay, so group 3, this is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in my other videos. Bye.